everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome to Vlogmas Day 8. So we just woke up. Hi. Good morning. Can you say good morning? So yesterday I mentioned that I was going to be doing my pumping routine today and I wanted to get up a little bit early. Well, Mr. Gray here decided that we're gonna get up even earlier. I was planning on getting up at like 8 and he wanted to get up at 7. So it's currently 7:20. So I'm gonna put him in his little plaything and I'm gonna get my bottles ready. Okay, so it is 7:33 and I'm about to start my first morning pump. So this is what my setup looks like for my first morning pump. I always have to have my coffee. I've heard like some mixed thoughts on having coffee while breastfeeding. Like some people say that it helps their supply. Some people say it drops their supply. Personally, I haven't noticed any kind of difference. I have to have my coffee. So I always use the Lactation hand pump. It's just a lot easier for me. I started out using the Spectra and it was really good, but for some reason my body just doesn't respond to an electric pump the same way it does to a hand pump. So I get way more with this. So I use this all the time. And I use the Haka on the other side while I'm doing that, but I only do that on the first morning pump. Get out of my way. I only do that on the first morning pump and it helps out a ton. I get between like 1 to 3 ounces on that usually, or I should say like half an ounce to 3 ounces because sometimes I don't get very much. And then because of my first morning pump, I tend to get over 8 ounces. I usually get around 10, 11 ounces. I have to use a second bottle and I will just sit here and watch TV. Okay, so it's about 9:30 now, and I pumped 13 ounces total, and that's including like everything from the Haka and both boobs. It did take me 2 hours to pump using just the hand pump. It normally takes me about an hour. Sometimes it can take me up to 2 hours. Today was one of those days that took me longer, but I'm gonna go ahead and bag them up and put them in the fridge. 3 different bags ready. He eats about 5 ounces at a time. So I have 2 5 ounces and whatever's left, which happens to be 3 ounces, will go on this one. So there's already 5 ounces in here. And then the 3 ounce. So for this one, if I happen to get like a 2 ounce pump later on, I will just mix them. Or if he is still hungry after a feeding, I'll give him this one, so I'm not giving him like a whole nother bottle and wasting whatever he doesn't eat. So I'll just give him like a smaller one. So that's what I do with like the extra, like if it's not quite enough for a feeding. Okay, so I have my 3 bags and I'm going to go put them in the fridge. So as I'm filming this, I am almost 6 months postpartum. Today is the 7th and he'll be 6 months on the 11th. So almost 6 months, and I am currently just basically a stay-at-home mom for the next like 2 weeks. I've been on my maternity leave this whole time. And so this is kind of like what my pumping routine looks like when I'm at home. But I will most likely do another pumping routine in maybe like a couple weeks for when I start getting into my routine when I go back to work. So generally I used to pump every 2 hours. So like if I started at 8, I would pump again at 10. But since I'm going back to work in 2 weeks, I'm trying to get myself on like a longer schedule because I'm not going to be able to pump every 2 hours. So I'm trying to go like every 3-ish hours, sometimes 4. But with my first morning pump, I always do from the time I stop because it takes me so long to pump. So since 9:30 till now at 12, it's been 2.5 hours, which I could wait a little bit longer, but 12 o'clock is kind of like a normal time for me to pump, so I'm just gonna keep it and we'll see what we get. Okay, so second pump of the day, I got 4 ounces. It's now 12:30, so it took me about 30 minutes to do it. And so that's a total of 17 ounces for the day so far. Okay, so it is about 4 o'clock now, so it took me about 30 minutes to pump just about 4 ounces. I'm gonna call it 4 ounces. So it's currently 7:41 and I just finished my pump and I got 5 ounces this time, thank goodness. So thank goodness that I got 5 ounces because I actually, for the first time in a long time, had to take from my freezer stash because my baby's eating so much and I just haven't been able to really like keep up with him. Now that he's almost 6 months, he's starting to get hungrier and my supply kind of has stayed the same. I only make like 4, sometimes I only make like 4 or 5 ounces per session, and I was doing like every 2 hours, but then when I was doing that, I would sometimes only get like 2 or 3 ounces. So I noticed like changing it to like 3 or 4 ounces, or 3 or 4 hours, I get like 4 or 5 ounces. So that's what I've been doing, but I don't know, I hope he's just like going through a phase where he's just eating a little bit extra and he'll go back to normal because I just feel like I can't keep up. So right now, because of that, I figured it's a good time to make another batch of my lactation cookies. So I've actually filmed a video before explaining how I make all of it. So if you're interested, I will leave a link up here somewhere, and I'm gonna go make them right now.
Let's go outside, the snow is falling down and every child is having so much fun. The snowman is twice the size as me, with a smile as quirky as mine. We're holding hands to keep each other warm while we stand and watch a choir performing all the Christmas songs that we love. Yeah, all the Christmas songs that we love. And in a while we're gonna go inside and drink our chocolate by the fire. 'Cause all I want is to spend this day with you. Let me give you a Christmas, a moment we'll fill with love and joy. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. I don't need any presents, as long as I spend this day with you. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. Ooh. I'm making plans of what we're gonna do. I feel so blessed that I can be with you, 'cause God knows that I've been longing for you. I just wanna hold you close. You know the stars are shining just for you. Let's take a walk and we can follow the moonlight till we reach a place we can stay. Maybe kiss a bit and dream away. And in a while we're gonna go inside and drink our chocolate by the fire. 'Cause all I want is to spend this day with you. Let me give you a Christmas, a moment we'll fill with love and joy. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. I don't need any presents, as long as I spend this day with you. So beautiful, kissing on a mistletoe, baby, with you. Ooh,
It's about 10:30. I just finished up my last pump. I got only 3 ounces this time. So sometimes that happens. It kind of sucks because it's not really like a full feeding, but oh well. So this is I was thinking, this is usually, the last pump of the day is usually the one that I save for him to have in the morning, like for his breakfast, while I'm doing my first morning pump. But since it's only 3 ounces, I think I'm gonna have to take one more from the freezer, and hopefully tomorrow I can catch up. But I made my cookies, and like I said, it's like 10:30 at night. I guess I didn't really think this through for doing it for Vlogmas, trying to get it up in the morning. But there's no way that I'm going to be able to edit this tonight. So I'm going to be editing it in the morning. Give me a minute, baby. I'm going to be editing this in the morning, so it's going to go up a little bit later than it would normally. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to hit subscribe for more Vlogmas. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.